Origins of Moondragon. Moondragon is a powerful telekinetic and telepath, as well as the daughter of Arthur Douglas, better known as Drax. She once possessed the Mind Gem, one of the 6 Infinity Gems. Although she is a cold, shrewd loner at heart, she was almost always a member of a superhero team. Heather Douglas was only a child when the villain Thanos came to Earth, and killed her parents because they witnessed his arrival. Her late father would later be turned into Drax the Destroyer. She was found by Mentor, an Eternal of Titan, and was brought to Titan to be raised. Intense study of mental and physical disciplines under the Shaolong monks allowed her to tap into her latent mental powers, making her the equal of a Titan in combat, and superior to most. The cosmic entity known as the Dragon of the Moon secretly played on her arrogance and mentally influenced her, causing her to believe she was a superior being, above morals. Even without the dragon's influence, however, Moondragon suffers from a bit of a superiority complex as, while she seems to be on a team more often than not, she is never a popular member and is always talking down to her teammates, which is all a big part of what has made her a fascinating character. Throughout her superhero career, she would repeatedly be involved with Adam Warlock, sometimes loosely and sometimes integrally. Avengers and Defenders. On Earth, she joined the Avengers. During one particular mission with the Avengers and Captain Marvel, Adam Warlock and Thanos killed one another. Her ego finally led her to mind control the Avengers and conquer an alien planet known as Ba Bonnie. She mentally controlled the entire planet, enslaving them and making herself the unquestioned leader. When the Avengers came to liberate the planet from her, she killed her father Drax the Destroyer with a fatal mind-wipe assault while he was allied with them. Moondragon gave up the conflict after this and was taken into custody. Her powers diminished. The Avengers sent her to Asgard to learn better ways. She was put on probation as a member of the Defenders. Somewhere in the midst of this, Moondragon was a member of a scouting mission alongside the Thing, Starhawk, and her Kismet that brought them to the gravesite of Adam Warlock, where her Kismet sought to bring Warlock back to life to be her mate, but failed to do so. During her time with the Defenders, she taught Hellcat some Titanian martial arts and even helped her develop some minor psychic powers. The Dragon of the Moon again began to control her, however, leading to the deaths of the Defenders team, Moondragon herself included. Although being superheroes, they all eventually got better. Resurrection. The Titanian supercomputer Isaac grew her a new body, and for a short time she traveled space with her cousin Sundragon. She tagged alongside Quasar for a time, with the ulterior motive of trying to become his mate. Failing in this, she went off on her own for a while, eventually resurfacing on a decrepit spaceship about to run out of oxygen, only to be saved by Adam Warlock and offered a spot in his new team. The Infinity Watch alongside her revived, though mentally stunted father, Drax the Destroyer. Infinity Watch. As a member of the Watch, she was given the task of guarding the immensely powerful Mind Gem, which intensified her already great mental powers. The group split from the beginning and she sought out to test her new abilities. One of her first actions was to help the Silver Surfer find the lost planet of Zenla. An incredibly powerful being known as the Great One had taken the planet into his mind. She was able to test her mental abilities and eventually remove all the planets the Great One held. After the Man-Beast tried to use the Watch against themselves, they finally agreed to work together. This was temporarily broken by the Goddess, who used mind control to gather heroes from across the universe to serve her in the Infinity Crusade. Moondragon was made High Priestess of the Holy Guard and coordinated the Guard with the Goddess. When the control was broken, Moondragon was upset at the thought of being used and was upset with herself that she could be controlled. Near the end of the Infinity Watch's run, Moondragon was injured on a mission and was stuck in a full-body cast for a time. After the Watch disbanded, Moondragon and her father confronted Kronos, the Titan entity that had created Drax twice over and insisted that he restore Drax's mental faculties and Moondragon's health. Kronos agreed, but slightly depleted Drax's physical prowess in doing so. After the watch. Later, Moondragon floated around the galaxy on her own, resurfacing here and there, eventually becoming an active Avenger once more for a brief time as a member of the Avengers Infinity subgroup. After Avenger Infinity, Moondragon returned to Earth seeking out Genis Vell Captain Marvel in the hopes of offering her aid in training him. Moondragon and her father, Drax the Destroyer, both became parts of Genis' life, Moondragon much more so than Drax, as well as that of Rick Jones, who was molecularly bonded to Genis. While essentially living with Genis and Rick as their roommate, Moondragon struck up a lesbian relationship with Rick's estranged wife Marlo, and the two of them went off together to explore their relationship. Their love proved short-lived and, on the rebound and on a whim, Moondragon was picked up by Genis' sister Phyla-Vell, and the two went off together to pursue what would actually be a healthy and happy relationship that would take them into the Annihilation War-s. Moondragon got her wish to be Quasar's lover, but not the way she originally planned, when, at the end of the first Annihilation War, her girlfriend Phyla became the new Quasar when she retrieved the late Wendell Vaughn's quantum bands from Annihilus. War of Kings. Adam Warlock returns with Gamera to the Guardians and informs the team of the War of Kings. Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon decide they should split in 3 teams to avoid this war growing out of proportions. The Kree team with Star-Lord, Bug, Gamera, Jack Flag, and Martyr Phyla-Vell. The Shi'ar team with Rocket Raccoon, Drax the Destroyer, Adam Warlock, Major Victory, and Groot. The Coordination team with Moondragon, Mantis, and Cosmo the Space Dog. The Kree team asked Black Bolt to stop the war, a request he denied. The Shi'ar team becomes separated from Adam Warlock, who is transported onto a Shi'ar vessel and is attacked by Vulcan, Emperor of the Shi'ar. The rest of the Shi'ar team works with the Starjammers to free Lilandra from Emperor Vulcan. In her short time with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Moondragon has seemed to discover a sense of belonging. She has become close friends with the rest of her coordination team and enjoys being able to interact with other telepaths. But Moondragon only has a short time to be reunited with her love, Phyla. Phyla had made a deal with the Dragon of the Moon and had changed inside. Moondragon noticed this change, but before they could really talk about it, Phyla was killed in battle with the Magus, along with many other team members. This left Moondragon even more confused and empty since her resurrection. When the Luminals investigated a rip in space-time known as the Fault without the cooperation of the Guardians, they released a strange creature from within it. Once it came on Nohir, all havoc broke loose. Moondragon's mental abilities were the only weapon they had to battle the creature. In order to stop its destruction, Moondragon took the creature inside of herself, making her appear to be pregnant with the creature. She used her mental powers to keep the creature from destroying her. Cynosure demanded the creature pay for its crime of killing one of her luminals and tried to convict it while inside Moondragon. Meanwhile, the creature was sought out by the Universal Church of Truth and they kidnapped Moondragon and Cynosure, who had handcuffed herself to Heather, and planned to force her into labor and release the creature. The Guardians and the Luminals arrived to save their people, and Moondragon was able to overpower the creature's mental influences after she had a vision of Phyla. Back on Nohir, the creature was safely removed and sent back into the Fault. Infinity Wars. Variants of Moondragon and Phyla-Vell were attempting to keep their Reality Stone safe from a villain named Requiem, who already collected the other 5. As they are about to lose and their world is destroyed, Moondragon is able to telepathically control Requiem long enough to use the stones to send her and Phyla out of their home universe. They land on Warp World, a world created by Gamera on her quest to retrieve the part of her soul left behind in the Soul Gem. This world is full of souls grafted together by Gamera to be fed to Devendra, the being within the Soul Gem. Both Heather and Phyla fell in with the other heroes that Loki, who avoided being merged with anyone, had rounded up to fight Gamera. When they are able to open a portal back to Earth 616 and separate all the souls, Heather and Phyla tag along with no other home to go back to. Powers and abilities. As a result of her training by the monks of Shaolam, Moondragon has vast psionic powers. She has telepathy, which enables her to read minds, communicate mentally with others, control of other people's minds, alter personalities, and erase specific memories of others. She also has telekinesis, enabling her to move, lift, and manipulate most forms of physical matter using only her thoughts. She can levitate herself and others upwards into the air into flight, create shields and barriers of pure psychic force, and fire blasts of concussive psychokinetic energy, with sufficient strength to crack steel. She can combine her telepathic and telekinetic powers into bolts of sheer psionic energy as concussive blasts that can stun an opponent or even render them brain dead, and induce mental illusions in other people. It has proved sufficient to control the entire population of the planet Banus, allowing her to become their ruler for a time. Moondragon developed these through her training from the monks of Titan. However, Moondragon's powers are not without weaknesses. Her powers are dependent on her concentration. For instance, Rick Jones was able to stop Moondragon's telepathy by taping her to a chair, covering her eyes and mouth with duct tape, and placing headphones on her ears which blasted loud heavy metal music. This caused Moondragon to lose touch with her senses and concentration, thus leaving her powerless. Moondragon is also a highly skilled martial artist and again has been taught various mental disciplines by the monks of Titan, allowing her to have complete control over her body, including autonomic functions such as heartbeat, bleeding, and breathing, as well as awareness of pain. She can examine herself internally down to the cellular level. Her martial arts skills have acquired victories over the Celestial Madonna Mantis and Captain America.